Do you like publicizing your relationship?
I wouldn't say I like it, but I don't mind. Because I'm a very affectionate person.
Yeah.
I'm a hopeless romantic guy. I'm a very affectionate person and I'm a hopeless romantic. So, I mean, I like to be free when I'm with my, the person I love. Yeah, why not hold my hand?
Mambo BP! Hujambo Africa, Mimi Lalela Productions.
And Mimi Johanna Olea. This is a podcast from Lalela Productions where we interview African artists from the African continent.
Yes, and how cool is that? We get to showcase talents in and around Africa to the world. You know?
Because we think that there is so much undiscovered talents out there, and we really want to highlight and show the world all the great talent and all the great musicians that are out there doing a great job.
This is just an idea that we had,
2 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
We were sitting at the pool in Zanzibar, having these unrealistic dreams about creating a podcast.
And basically starting up a company, then we'll, do things within the media industry. And one of them obviously was opening up a podcast.
Yeah, and it also came from Kelelo, my friend here, coming from South Africa, and me coming from Norway. We were on holiday, and he kept on saying the word Lalela.
Yes,
which is the Zulu word for listen.
Yes, listen. Lalela. So everything great would used to happen. We'd say Lalela, Lalela, Lalela.
But it's actually happening now. We are having a podcast. This is our very first episodes, and I'm actually very excited for all the different artists we're going to interview in this season. So what about you starting to introduce the one we have today?
Oh, it's given me such a great honor to introduce our first guest for tonight, who is going to open up for our first season for Lalela Podcast. Today's guest is a true definition of beauty with soul. Young, black, bold, and bursting with talent.
Yeah, boy.
Not only does she turn heads with her stunning presence, but she also touches hearts with a voice that feels like a warm hug. You might know her from her track, Nipakawe. And she give it up, guys, for Zyrah Kitwara.
Welcome, Zyra. We are very excited to have you here at our very first episode of the Lalela Productions Podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Great. We really want to hear your music. So what about you starting to sing your song? We really want to hear it.
All right, let's get to it.
The way you gon' babe, I miss you. I miss your body. Cause your body, oh. Porque gusta my body, oh. Oh, your body, oh. When you touch my body, oh. You're with me side to side. Let me be your lullaby. Baby, when do my desire? Oh, yeah. Come and take a ride with me. She can call on sleep all day. Or if I'm in it, walk away. Nipakawe. Kwa penzi lako nipakawe. Oh, baby.
Thank you for the rendition, Zyra. Oh, thank you so much. And it's lovely to have you on stage today.
Please come and join us.
Yes,
please come and hear more about music. That was a very nice, impressive.
It was such a beautiful song. So, actually, I did watch a video about that song, and what I did see was it was you with a guy, you guys are in love. Is it like a love song? And is Nipakawe like crazy over you?
So basically it's a love song. It talks about how you want to go crazy. You're so much in love. You're so deep in love. And love just makes you want to do crazy things. So Nipakawe means let me go mad.
And that's also something for us to learn, you speaking Zulu and me speaking Norwegian. That's another Swahili word for the for the grammar, you know?
Yeah.
And you sing with so great presence. Like there's something special about performing without instruments. It's just so bold and beautiful, really. Like you said in your introduction.
True. And when you wrote that song, like, were you in love? What inspired you to write Nipagawe?
So, I love love.
Okay.
I mean, love rules the world. I mean, it goes around the world. And, well, I wasn't in love.
Are you sure?
Okay, we'll ask you later who we were in love with.
Yeah, because I think also what we want to know, and people watching also are probably curious about who is Zyra. Like, when did you start making music? Was it a childhood dream? Did you always like music, or is it something you started to do recently?
So music has always been part of me. I've been singing ever since I can remember. Like I was maybe 6 years old in first grade, you know, and I used to like dance like Michael Jackson, break dance and stuff. So it's been there. But I was just going on with other things, school and university and all that. And now I feel like I'm ready.
Also, you just mentioned that you were in university.
Yes.
Okay. What were you studying in university? Were you studying music?
No, actually, I did business management. And then I majored in leadership and human resource.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So had you planned to be a musician, or you just you think it's a passion?
So it's a passion.
Okay.
It's in my blood.
I can hear it in your voice. It's passion. The way
it's been there. So I think there's always the right time for everything. And I feel like this is my time right now. I've sat down and observed the industry and how everything works. And I think I'm ready right to it.
Yeah, and then all of that makes me like wonder a question. I think is like many young Africans out there want to make it in the music industry or in the artist industry, in whatever talent they're performing, dance, art, music. What did it take for you to take that step to actually go for that, what our parents would call an unsafe career?
Well, again, first, I think it's the passion for it.
Yeah.
That's what drove me. And as I said, I guess that I thought I'm ready.
Yes.
So I am ready. And I think it's the drive.
The drive.
Yeah.
The passion is stronger than any kind of
thing.
Yeah. Okay. That's wonderful. And how is it for you to be a female artist in the East African music industry today? There's a lot of male artists out there making it big. And I think for female artists to be there also takes a lot of courage and strength. How is it for you?
Yeah, that's a good question. So far, it's so good. The good thing is that in Tanzania especially, there are there are not many female artists.
Right, to stand out.
Yeah. So there are a number of us. And for me, I feel like I stand out and I have something unique and different based on my sound, the sound that I bring. So that's why I saw a gap over there.
Yeah, there was like almost like a hole in the market.
I'm like, I could get in there.
Hey, I like that confidence. Nice.
And being like one of the few emails within the industry, do they actually collaborate with you? Do you get support coming in from other artists?
So I'm a new artist.
Okay.
So far, so I've only started doing my music. It hasn't even been 6 months yet.
Oh, this is fresh. This is exciting.
Yeah,
very exciting.
Yeah, Nipagawa is my first song.
Ooh, okay.
It has like 2 months.
In
the market.
Oh, I love that we get to share this when you are such a new artist, because I think there's always so much creativity and energy with the up and coming artists, because the artists who have been out there for a while, they have this more like, the energy is set already. But with the new artists, the entrepreneurship is just crazy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I strongly agree.
And I have so much to offer.
Yeah.
So much coming on. Nipagawa is my first song, and right now I'm planning on releasing my next project.
Okay.
In 2 weeks to come.
Ooh,
so guys, stay tuned.
Hey! I cannot wait. So where do you gain your musical inspiration? And how would you classify the type of music that you make? Is it Afrobeat? Is it bongo flavor?
So I'm versatile.
Okay,
I love to refer myself to as that. I do Afrobeat, more of Afro pop, and Afro soul, and a mixture of bongo flavor. So yeah, I think it's that versatility that puts me in that unique spot.
And I also think that creates a nerve when you have like this fusion of genres. It's very interesting, I think, because I can't like put you to like one artist, you know, there's many good female artists on the African continent and worldwide as well, but just I couldn't put you into a category, which I think is a good thing, because it means that you have something unique.
And I'm very happy about that. I'm happy that I can bring something new. Someone can listen and not say, "Oh, she's just like this other person." This other artist. I'm glad that I can be of that unique.
And also, there's a perception, you know, that goes on that says, you know, for young female artists like you who are just starting out, you know, there's this perception that, you know, the producers would want to, you know, be in a sexual relationship with you for them to actually promote your music. Have you encountered some things like that within the industry? How are the males who are dominating the industry here in East Africa actually treating you as a young lady, you know, up and coming artist? And the producers, are you working with anyone?
Yeah, so personally, I haven't encountered that.
Okay, that's great.
I'm grateful. I'm thankful that the people around me, the people that I work with, we have a nice connection and good chemistry, and they're
almost like a wrestling.
And a very beautiful work relationship that is very professional.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't encountered that.
That's great.
And I hope I never have to.
No, and also just say no. You know,
boundaries.
Just say no. Just state your boundaries, because you know moments will always come at the right time.
But I also think this sends a nice message to other young women out there who want to make it in the industry, because there will always be so many challenges as a woman when you want to make it, because society comes with these kind of expectations that women should be cleaning and be in the kitchen or whatever.
100%.
So to hear that you had a good experience with this actually I think it can motivate others as well.
Yeah, and I feel for others who have gone through that. I mean, it's something that it's a very sensitive issue.
Topic. It is.
They go through that actually, and basically, it's in the process of the process of getting there. You know, trying to be at that level. And as we said, there's few female artists, especially in Tanzania, because as women, we don't get a lot of, you know, recognition and the chance to be able to dominate the market as and such.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah, so I think that's what drives some of us to encounter those situations, and you find yourself in the long run, it's really a very bad experience, because then you're not gonna have the respect that you really deserve, because you had to sacrifice a part of your, you know, self-respect to just gain that. And I feel for them, and I feel very bad, and I wish the system could be more fair to the female artists. Yeah.
But you're also going in front by doing what you do now, and as you said, there's not too many female artists in the East African music scene, so we need examples, we need role models. Thank you for going there in front.
Yeah.
So when you make like a music video, for example, because one thing I've been thinking about is when you are like a group, like a band, you know, I was thinking about if I was doing music, I would not have the nerves to do it alone. I would at least need you friends. I need someone to rely on.
We'll be cancelled on stage.
But so to be there alone, you know, when you're going to shoot actually a music video today, which is very exciting.
Yes, I'm so excited.
How is it for you to be alone, like have a camera crew all around you, it's like all eyes on you, all highlighted on you? How does it feel?
I mean, the nerves are always there. The nerves are always there, but it's a very crazy thing because once you start doing it, I think because it's in the blood, you just get into it. And the next thing you know, you're there, you just done it.
I completely agree.
But the nerves are always there.
Yeah, but I think nerves are a good thing also. Like it makes you focused and humble. And, yeah. But how was it when you made that music video?
Nipagawa.
So am I saying it right?
Yes,
Nipagawa.
You're getting it right.
Okay.
I'm getting crazy over you. Nipagawa.
I love that there's one
So
word
if you're
for
watching
that.
this, you learned to word today. Nipagawa.
Yeah, Nipagawa.
Crazy.
Do you have a word for that in Zulu?
Young Chinese.
Young Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or no man just spell langawe. Yeah, I think that one actually, best exemplifies what Nipagawa is.
I love that.
Yeah.
That in many
Chinese.
African languages, you have one word that means many words.
Yeah.
But my language is cancelled because it doesn't have that word. Then I have to use so many words to
So if
to
you're
describe
crazy
that.
in love, how do you actually describe it?
Then I'll just be like, oh,
language.
but also like in my language, it's like feelings is cancelled.
Oh my God.
Don't express. So that's also one thing I like here. I see that so many of the songs is like mapenzi, my love, nakupenda. It's all about the love.
It's nice, and I really love, the Swahili language.
Yeah. But I think we forgot your question now, which was how it is to make the video.
Yeah. So it's really fun. It was really fun. It was an amazing experience for me because it was the first time I ever got on set. I got to dress myself. I had to acknowledge. I discovered my other talent, which is like designing and stuff.
Yeah, we saw that. We were actually like looking through your video last night, and I love the dress you're wearing in that video. Like blue is shining.
So nice. Where
You're
did you
very
shoot
unique.
that music video actually?
So I shot it here.
Okay, whereabouts?
In Dar, Kigamboni.
Kingamboni.
There's a place called Kigamboni.
How far is it away from here?
About 30 minutes.
He's like slowly, at least he thinks he's slowly learning that.
I want to learn the area.
I'll test you with the geography quiz later.
No, you can tell me. But anyways, you're speaking of a team that you're working with, are you signed under any management? Perhaps the kind of team that you're working with, how's the relationship like? How's the structure in terms of...
Okay, so basically I'm not signed.
Why, girl? You were already an independent star on my sky.
But there might be somebody watching this podcast who might want to sign her, So...
Yeah, you're doing this yourself.
I'm doing this myself.
How do you operate? I mean, like one thing is to have like the strength, the courage to be an artist in the first place, which I already said I wouldn't have alone. But another thing is the whole management, administration part of it. Is that where your education from business comes in?
Yeah. And I'm I think I'm very fortunate when it comes to that. That has helped me to move along this whole process.
Right.
I don't think I could have done it because really I've been a solo artist. I've been handling everything myself. But the most important part is the investment part, the financial part. That's where it gets everything.
That's where you get the challenges.
Yeah. But so far so good. I mean,
boss lady.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I actually love the fact that she has, a degree, because most people think that, to enter an industry, you don't need to have a degree or going to school actually teaches you how to think and how to actually manage your life and your business.
Yeah.
You gain some form of skill from actually entering and completing that qualification.
But not all people want to utilize that, So a lot of people go to school, and I think we see that a lot in the world, where people go to school, they take degrees, but then they start working with something completely different.
Which is perfectly fine, but it does actually has a positive contribution.
Yeah, because you knew
whatever career that you are actually going in, because it's business management, a degree
at the end of the day.
And she doesn't have any management, but she's managing herself right now. she was able to produce a music video.
Very impressive.
Herself, meaning that she was able to coordinate, all of these functions that were required into creating that music video. So for me, that is incredible. That sends out a message to the young girls who will be inspired by you and your music, who are following you on social media platforms. I think you're a true inspiration to those young girls.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I believe that, somebody seeing this,
look to Zyra.
will then now, sign Zyra. But with that being said, also, what are some of the kind of which female artists, would you like to collaborate with in Africa?
If you could choose.
Yeah, if you could choose, who do you feel like your music would blend in so perfectly? And let's not even limit it to female artists, even male artists.
In Africa?
In Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hard question.
Name one of them.
Okay, who would you not like to collaborate with?
No, let's not do that.
Let's go there.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, in Africa. Africa's so big.
Or maybe, do you like the Afrobeat from Nigeria?
Yes.
There's a lot of good music coming from there these days. They have been like huge Afrobeat
It's
revolution.
part of my inspiration when it comes to my music too, actually.
Yeah, I think I could hear that.
So, oh my God. So, there is, I don't know.
Of course.
Actually,
I actually saw her live in Norway 2 years ago because they had like a Nigerian day at the festival just dedicated to Nigerian artists. And I think that shows how big Afrobeat is in the world right now. Not just in Africa, but in the world.
Yeah, definitely. You'll find, Afrobeat being played all over the world.
Yeah, it's on repeat and it's not cancelled.
So it's not cancelled.
And actually, I see you two ladies actually doing a track.
So there's Ira Star, and then in Tanzania, I'm not going to leave my country.
Yes.
In Tanzania, there is Fina.
Fina?
Yeah.
We need to check her out.
Yeah, you should.
Thank you for the hits. Yeah.
I feel like we would blend in beautifully. There's Fina, and then there's Mawasama. And then we have Tyler.
Oh, we love Taylor.
Yeah, definitely.
Coming from South Africa.
Right.
Yes. She got the. I was gonna say, when we introduced you to the music, but that you kind of reminded me of Tyler, but at the same time, you have your own music. Yeah, like music-wise, you have your own style. But also at the same time, I was thinking, okay, there is a Tyler vibe here.
I totally agree. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, and then, so for male artists, oh my gosh, that's so hard.
No, but you've given us two very good female artists. And I mean, Ira Star also and Tyler. Very good style as well. And it also blends into it.
Yeah, but that's a reach.
Yeah.
But that's a reach. Yeah, but I mean, we have Omale. I love his music.
Amade.
Yeah. And
He was actually also one of those artists at that Nigerian day.
Okay.
He just came in with his private jet, singing a song and left. Literally.
That's what they do with these gentlemen.
Which also makes me, think about this thing I've been thinking about with artists these days, that, there is these artists who just gain all the attention, like Platinum Whiskey and Burna Boy. And I love for that talent to show, and I love for the world to listen to Afrobeat. However, I also think that sometimes it's like the big artist just gets a lot of attention. And then there's so much undiscovered talent out there that is like not getting the same attention, which is why we're having this podcast, by the way.
And just to deviate a bit, okay, let's go back to the music video. So in your music video, you were very affectionate with the guy. Is that Zyra in real nature? Do you like public affection? Do you like publicizing your relationship?
I wouldn't say I like it, but I don't mind. Because I'm a very affectionate person.
Yeah.
I'm a hopeless romantic guy. on a hopeless romantic, guys. So, man, if I have my man, I mean, why not? Why not?
You know, it makes me very curious, and then I probably canceled for saying this, but what star sign are you? Are you a water sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
A Capricorn. Okay, that's the ambition-driven. Yeah. You know, I read a lot into these signs. Kelelo is a Leo.
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini.
Ooh.
And the reputation is not always the best for this star sign.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a very affectionate person and I'm a hopeless romantic. So, I mean, I like to be free when I'm with my, the person I love. Yeah, why not hold my hand?
And we want to be public. Let's not hide the romance.
Yeah, I mean that is cool. That is cool. That is love is a language, and that language you hold each other.
Yeah.
You know, you show some affection to one another.
My fancy.
I really love it.
Although I don't know, I feel, right now in this generation, I feel like we act too cool.
Right?
Like we act too cool, and it's a bit sad because there's this word called kisela.
Oh
yeah, I know this word.
Kisela?
Yeah, it's Swahili, kisela. So I like to refer to the relationships these days, especially.
What does Kisela mean?
Kisela is like the rude kind of attitude to have, when I act cool, like you would text me and then I wouldn't reply and I wouldn't even mind.
Yeah. That's something that's very typical.
Like we're together, but we're not together.
It's like yes, Jayla.
Yeah.
Is that I think it's
Yes,
And again, I must say, hey guys, I don't have a word for it.
So like we're together, but we're not together.
The daughter's a cancel.
That's the word when you're like cool. And you're acting cool.
You're acting cool.
Yeah.
No, I totally understand.
I have this phrase I always say, like, especially in Tanzania, we have like this mapenzi ya kisela. But it's a bit sad. It's a bit sad for us hopeless romantics who always end up getting heartbroken.
And
And I think it's like this all over the world. And regardless, South Africa, Norway, Tanzania. It's like this thing of like acting cool and like all the traditional rules like that our parents had.
They're cancelled.
They're cancelled. Because they just, I think our parents' generation actually don't understand. Like, it's not like when you meet someone, you start dating. In their head, they're like, oh, you met someone, perfect, get married, finish. And I'm like, nah, this generation, we're playing around.
We don't operate like that.
We don't operate.
We gotta learn you first.
Yes.
We have to, warm up to each other.
Even talk about having options. Anyway.
Opening an open relationship.
And that's why people are
being in an open relationship with your person.
I can't.
You don't like
I'll
it.
die. I'll die.
Nah, not for me.
Oh, that's not me.
Maybe you thought I was more liberal, but no.
No, I just wanted to ask and just checking.
I'm also just reflecting that maybe the reason why we have so many love songs in this generation is because we are so frustrated.
I'm so frustrated.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
What about you, Kevin? Are you open to open relationships?
No. No, I'm not open to open relationships. No.
Are you open to make a love song?
Very open to that.
To make a love song?
Yes, very open to making a love song. But I think I'd write it and somebody like Zyra would sing it for me.
I can totally imagine you sitting there, right? Just very formal love song.
Kindly.
Kindly utilize your love for me.
Oh no, that is cancelled. No, I actually wouldn't be in an open relationship. If either you're with me, and if I do find that you're doing things on the side, then I will check you out.
Otherwise,
I'll cancel you. You're cancelled, and it's so easy to cancel people nowadays.
Yeah, too easy actually.
It's too easy because you know what? There's the LF app.
But there's this two-sided thing with our generation, which I hate and love, and it's all the possibilities and options, not just when it comes to love, but when it comes to doing things in general, with the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, to be viral, to have way more viewers worldwide than you would have with our parents' generation. They have this social platform.
I completely agree.
So, how is it for you to establish yourself digitally with these platforms? Do you get followers from other places in East Africa, or?
Yeah, I actually do. I have a few around the world.
Yeah.
And I think social media is a big plus for our generation right now in terms of our music. Putting our content out there. And for me, in this day, you have to be like a content creator, like a singer. You have to be the artist. You have to be like a full package. And if you're able to utilize the platforms in a very effective way, then they're a very big plus.
Yeah. So the modern artist has to be a business manager, it has to be a musician, a beat maker, a digital marketer. Yeah. It's so many roles.
It's so many roles in one person.
Yeah. What do you do when you don't make music? Do you even have time?
Yeah. That's a good question.
So when I'm not making music, Zyra loves to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. What's your favorite dish to make?
Creamy pasta.
Hey, before we head to Tanzania, please make some pasta for me.
Yeah.
I really love, actually, pasta is also my favorite, to cook and eat.
There is a lot of good food in South Africa. I actually had some great food from Keleno's mom when I was visiting. What's actually the main dish here in Tanzania?
Ugali.
Oh, ugali. I think, didn't we have ugali yesterday?
I think we did, and also chapati.
It was really nice.
Ugali,
and
chapati. And our main signature street food, chips mayai.
Is that the chips with the egg?
Yes.
That's the one you don't like.
No. Nobody ever.
I don't. Okay, maybe I think
you had a bad experience. Maybe.
No, I'll tell you. I'll try. I'll give it a try again today. Okay. Yeah. But when we ordered it, we were just coming from that beach club,
Vavuvikel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I got into the hotel and just passed out, and
the chips mayai.
The chips mayai was in the fridge, and so when I tasted it, I was like, no, this is canceled.
You had it cold?
I had it cold.
No,
I think that's why.
So
I just didn't understand the combination of combining the chips with the eggs, but I'm gonna give it a try again.
And also, you tasted some really good dishes from our local friends here who made.
No, I know. I definitely. The ugali was good. I can.
And the chapati.
And the chapati
pancakes
was good.
The pancake.
Yeah.
Have you had the chapati? The chapati, the one that is a flatbread.
No, just home cooked eggs.
But that was
yeah. Actually, I think we should go and taste some local food while we are around here in Tanzania.
Yeah.
Do you have any markets you like to go?
I'll recommend you guys to some beautiful, authentic dishes.
Yeah.
Please do.
I often find this link, that people who are good at making music are also good in the kitchen. I don't know why. Maybe it's the creativity.
It's also the creativity.
Yeah.
Speaking about creativity, where do you see yourself, growing music-wise? Or do you have other plans? Are you just doing this for now? Or what are your future plans?
Well, I'm doing it forever.
I like it.
I'm doing it forever.
And going all in.
Yeah, I'm all in.
That's very Capricorn.
True.
Yeah.
That's very
good. I'm all in. And so I'm looking at myself, maybe let's say 2 years from now, 5 years from now. I want to be able to be, recognized in West Africa and Africa in general. and be able to grow creativity with my creativity and musically, explore more my sound, because I listen to all type of music. I grew up listening to Aretha Franklin.
I love Aretha Franklin.
Yeah,
Such a powerhouse.
I grew up listening to powerhouse. Aretha Franklin, the late Whitney Houston, Jennifer Hudson.
Can you give me a rendition on one of those artists' songs? Can you? I know it's too much because you're still going to record your own music video. But like those, you just mentioning some of these great artists that I grew up listening to. Every Sunday morning at home, you'll just wake up to this beautiful melodies of music playing. My mom cleaning around the house.
Yeah. Music is like, it's soothing. It's healing. It's healing.
Yeah, let's get some Aretha or something.
Okay, maybe let's listen to Aretha.
Yeah.
Hey!
Now you're killing me. This is my favorite one.
Okay.
Because it gets me going in the morning of the night.
The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Whatever, and ever, I love you. Whatever, and ever, and you're in my heart, and I will love you.
Hey!
Cancel out the Jamaica singers, please, right now. But that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful. I love